If you like Arknights or CounterSide, either of those two games, you will probably find this game quite familiar, and that is because Japanese gacha developers, specifically over the last 5 to even almost 8-9 years, have done nothing original when it comes to the gacha industry. They release either anime IP slop, which is basically cash grabs constantly, or from time to time an original IP that usually it's quite low effort in contrast to what every other company is doing in the gacha space, be it the Koreans, be it the Chinese, and be it even some Western companies, right? Now, today I want to talk a little bit about Reverse Blue Rebirth M. Not gonna be talking about the name because names in gachas doesn't matter if it's Chinese, Korean, or Japanese. They're all pretty bad, most of them. But I want to talk about this game specifically because it came out a couple days ago, and I was playing the game, trying it for a little bit. I was okay. Let me see if it's good. What I can expect from this. But I was not expecting a mix between Arknights and CounterSide, but a lot worse in both aspects. So today we're going to be talking about this game and doing a little bit of my first impressions on it. Now, I have not unlocked every single system in the game. I have not unlocked every character or anything. I'm just going to be making my impressions on the last couple days that I've been playing. That's what I always say the same. Play the games by yourself when they come out, right? Don't just go watch video of a random boss on the internet and be like, yeah, I don't like this game, right? Not only that, but if you like auto battlers and you don't mind side games, you can put on the side and just play. This could potentially be a great side game. In fact, on the Japanese Play Store, they reached #1 on sales when it came out and they gave a multi for free. So let's talk a little bit about this game. We'll show the gacha, the gameplay, why this game is Arknights and CounterSide but worse, and then a little bit my opinion about this. Like I was saying, I personally don't like Japanese gachas. I feel if gachas are already low effort, Japanese ones are even worse. So, first of all, let's start with the character page and then we'll go into the gameplay so you guys can see this. Now, you'll see a lot of, okay, this looks kind of familiar to another game called Arknights. What is exactly so similar? Well, not only the skin itself and the rank for the skills, it's basically identical to what you would get on Arknights when it comes to the bots, right? But even the icons for the skills are pretty similar. Now, when it comes to just those two things, you cannot really be like, oh, it's a copy. Plenty of games have the same style. It's completely fine, right? The thing is, you're getting too close to being way too similar to that system. So, characters, of course, they will have their own levels at the 200. They will have their potentials, which can go from 3 stars or from 1 star all the way to, I believe, 6 stars. You will also have your rank for your skills, your special skill that levels up separately, and your ability, which you cannot unlock yet because we don't have. Outside of that, you also have your weapon specific for the character, which, as you can see, is going to be depending on the type of character you have or on their role. In this case, this is an energy battery, so she can use weapons for energy batteries. And you will also have these weapons that you can level up and get dupes for. The art for the game is decent. It's nothing new. It's basic, quite basic anime. In fact, I prefer a lot the art style for the cards, for the weapons themselves, than what I would prefer the characters themselves, because the characters look kind of boring. There is not even like L2D animated. So, for example, if I go to the weapons, right, they look, in my opinion, a lot better as anime covers, right? They look like magazine covers. They look super nice in contrast to the characters, which is quite boring. Characters, they don't have even proper animations L2D. If you want to get like the upgraded version of this character, what you're gonna be getting is this. Now, it looks great, it doesn't look bad, but this is the only thing you will get in when you max out the character. The second screen with a little bit of effects on top. Now, this pisses me a little bit off because when you buy an indie game, when you buy an indie title, you spend from $5 to $30 usually. You know what you're getting, and it's usually a great time because you know what you're buying. When you get into a gacha game and you can spend thousands of dollars for the minimum effort on a game with barely any animations, it does tilt me the wrong way, because it's like, if you're expecting me to spend this much money, which I'm willing to spend if your game is good, I expect some quality in return, not just a mix of other games, if it makes sense, right? So that's it about the characters. Those are the characters. Again, nothing too interesting. And when it comes to the art, it's basic anime art, no L2Ds. I haven't seen the skins yet. I'm not sure if there's in the shop. At least in the shop there is no skins. Not sure if they would add them later. And when it comes to the gameplay, I want to talk about this because if you've played CounterSide, this is the same. I don't think I can beat this level yet, so I'm going to go to the previous one so you guys can see this, right? Let's go into the level, not a skip. You can select 6 characters. There is energy batteries, warriors, archers, supports, and tanks, you know, your usual classes, and your specialists as well. Levels go from 0 to 200. I'm not sure if you can go higher than that or not. Every character will have an energy cost. If you've played CounterSide, it's the same. Every character will have an energy cost and you can deploy them. I'm gonna put the speed at 1 time so you guys can properly see the gameplay, because you can get up to 3 times the speed for free, which is always appreciated. So that's the enemy you have to destroy, and then you also have your normal base. I'm actually gonna put ×2 speed because ×1 is too slow. Characters deployed, they have their ultimates, they have their skills. It's CounterSide with really bad animations and really bad chivis. Now, chivis are not a problem, right? Like, I'm not here trying to say that I hate chivis, because I don't. I do like chivis. I think chivis are nice. The problem is that when you do the same style as every other game is doing for the last 5, 6, even 10 years, my god, we can find games that are 10 years old with this style of chivis. It gets repetitive, it gets boring, you're bringing nothing new to the table. So this is a mix of ideas without providing anything unique itself. I'm not gonna be talking about the story. You all know I skip a story on every game, and this is clearly in Japanese, so not like I could even understand it. But when it comes to the gameplay, that's what you can expect on most levels. There is a boss with different HP bars. In this case, it has 5 HP bars. Every time you deplete health bar, it will push you back, spawn new enemies, rinse and repeat. That's it. There's nothing else. The ultimates, there is no burst animations. The chivis just glow a little bit, and they throw their skills. So this is a game where you can spend potentially thousands of dollars, like I've spent, for example, in Nikke. But what you're getting in return, I will say, personally, is quite low effort. This is a low effort anime gacha. I'm not gonna be talking about the story because that might be the redeeming factor that I'm missing, right? It could be since it's first on the Japanese Play Store, but also our JP videos sometimes have some questionable tastes, okay? Questionable tastes. Now, would I give this a chance on global if it were to come to the global market? Yeah. It's auto, it has 3 times the speed, you can just put it in there. I love CounterSide gameplay, but it's focused on PvP only, and I don't like PvP. If this were to be more PvE oriented, even though the quality of course is a lot lower, I wouldn't mind giving it a chance when it comes to global. Now the other problem that it has is the gacha. The game just launched, and this is all the banners the game has, okay? So you have 2 paid banners that guarantee SSR, 1 for character, 1 for weapon. You have a beginner, 2 beginner banners, 1 for character, 1 for weapon. I have not done this one for the weapon, I don't care too much. Then you have 2 rate tab banners at the moment, and the normal banner for weapons. So as you can see, there is a lot of banners already. And the game just launched, right? When it comes to the rates of the characters, I don't think it's that bad. All right, I'm gonna say it's a 3%, as you can see, with a 50-50% chance. So it's a 50-50%, 3%. The game is not super generous. I've been waiting to actually do my multis. So let's do a multi right here so you guys can see. The animation for the gacha itself, it's a little bit weird. I don't think it's that bad, but could be better. You can only spin the ball in one direction, depending on the glow. You know what you got. So we got an SR. Oh, wait, we might have gotten an SSR this time for the video. That might be pretty lucky, actually. Oh, 2 SSRs? Is this our new main game? Is this everything that I've said previously in this video? Was it a lie? I am maining this game now. Let's see, what did we get? 3% should be 1 guarantee since 2 SSR characters. Unless I read or translate the rules wrong and there is no guarantee like in Nikke. So let me see. Support characters. Oh, first 3 star. A Dupe. The second character. So there is no guarantee SSR when it comes to the gacha. I'm assuming it's going to be like Nikke, where you don't have anything guaranteed. We got 2 dupes of the edgy boy. What the fuck? Like I was saying, we are not maining this game. 2 dupes of this bozo. Now, when it comes to the dupe system, I'm going to assume they are strong, like on every game. But as you can see, I needed 2 dupes from this character to go from 3 stars to 4 stars. So every dupe you get will give you 30 pieces, which is not enough to go into the next one. If I want to go to 5 stars, I need 3 more dupes. And if there is 6 stars, which I don't know, you need 4 more dupes. So not only when it comes to dupes, it's going to be quite heavy, the stats you get are also quite big. But to be fair, in most games, if you're just a collector like me, Dupes makes no sense. Like even on Nigga for me, I don't care about dupes. So for most games, I ignore the dupe systems unless it's a necessity, unless skills really get overpowered with them. In this case, it's only stats. Looks like it's only stats. So that's it about this game. There's a few more systems. Of course, there is a lot more systems for the gameplay. You even run a cafe. Actually, the cafe was my favorite system of this game because when we go to the cafe, all right, when you go to the cafe, not only you serve people, right, you will serve people and make money on your cafe, but you can also make your own ramen. But we're talking about actually making it. So let me serve people right here, right? Let me serve everyone so they can eat their food. If we make a ramen and I want to replace this, can I make a new one, please? So we go here, right? You can select the type of noodle you want. You can select the type of sauce you're gonna be using, the ingredients, absolutely everything. Some egg on top, some meat, and then some, I don't know the name in English for this, I'm sorry. And then you make your recipe. And you will get different icons depending on what you do. As you can see, there you go. I think that's a pretty cool system, but I was just talking as a funny thing, right? I'm not gonna be playing this gacha just because you can make some fucking ramen. That's it. That's gonna be it for this amazing review on. I don't even remember the name. Rebirth, Review, whatever it is. These games have weird names all the time. Arknights x CounterSide retarded child. That is gonna be the title for this video. Hopefully, I'll probably put mentally handicapped child to avoid YouTube from the algorithm to remove me. That should probably be decent enough. That said, the shop has everything you can expect from a gacha, or your battle pass, or your monthly cards, all the usual bullshit. And nothing super different from the norm or from Nikke, for example. So that's gonna be it for this one. Just wanted to make a small review on this new gacha. I would give it a chance when it comes to global to see if everything else is good. But that's all for this video. We're gonna be live in a little bit. Come say hello. Thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. Love you all, bossos. Good luck with your pool dinners, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。